Hello, assalamu alaikum. My name is Shab. My ID is 193235749. I choose apparel industry of Bangladesh as presentation topic. I make some question about this topic, and now I'm going to discuss about answer of this question. The first question is apparel industry the game changer of Bangladesh export area? I think yes, now I explain it. We know Bangladesh is the second largest garment exporter of the world. Garment industry dominates the export area. Now here in the slide we can see some graph. In first graph is about total export of Bangladesh. In 1988, total export was only 200 million US dollar per month. After 10 years, it was increased and the amount is almost 500 million per month. Here we can see in 2008 the amount goes to $1,400 million per month. This amount was very much increased in 2018. The amount of total export 30 to 100 million per month. Here we can see after 2000 the amount of export increasing day by day. Now we can see the export value of R&D sector in 2001 to 2002 fiscal year 4.58 billion US dollar exported. In 2005 to 2006 fiscal year the amount of almost double. In 2010 to 11 fiscal year the amount of export is 17.91 billion US dollar. And by the graph we can see when export value is increased in R&D sector, the total export value is also increased. In 2012 to 13 fiscal year total export is 26.25 billion US dollar and 21.52 billion comes from R&D sector. In 2018 to 19 fiscal year, we can see 88% of total export value is shared by the R&D sector. R&D sector not only contribute in our export but also in our GDP. By this type of information, we can see that apparel industry has a huge contribution. It changes our export ability. So we can say R&D sector or apparel sector is the game changer of our export area, because without it the value of export is very low. The second question is what will be some future challenge for Bangladesh apparel industry? The first challenge is the increasing of utility cost. In garments factory, 4 types of utility are commonly used: electricity, water, steam, and compressed air. Utility cost will likely increase by a significant amount in next few years. We have to use them carefully. The solution of this problem: government should provide electricity to industry with the power distribution automatically. Bangladesh government already taken this type of step for power plant. The second problem is special skilled manpower. To make some innovation is required to get some skilled power. Through special tasks can be done effective and efficiently. For garments, most of the work are not well educated. It is not easy to get and manage, especially a skilled manpower. So this will be a very big challenge for us. The third problem is political instability. This is one of the biggest problem in our country. Sometimes entrepreneurs are afraid about it, so we should ensure the healthy political environment. A higher demand for specific garments item is also a problem, also a challenge in future. And the main target market for apparel export is USA and Europe. The living standard and fashion sense becoming more higher. This is a big challenge to make fashionable garments at a low cost. To minimize the risk of a demand for fashionable garments, lots of fashion designer will be required. Adoption of automation, advanced technology helping us in every industry. Manpower replaced by advanced technology. As an industry, we will face this challenge if we have no idea about it. To deal with this challenge, we have to invest in develop skilled manpower engineer. And in case of labor cost, it is also a big challenge for us in future. We have found that worldwide labor cost is increasing day by day as the garment industry a more labor intensive industry. So this challenge is an unavoidable challenge. To deal with it, factories should increase labor productivity. Extreme competitive pressure is also a big challenge. We know competition is always there for us. To get profit, the first condition is we need to offer a competitive price for own products. So this is a very big challenge for us. Worker turnover is one of the common problem and challenge tasks for textile. The problem is we provide trained to unskilled worker to make them skilled. When they skilled, they are switched. To get rid of this problem, we need to understand what they need. Extra pressure from environmental regulatory is also a big challenge. In apparel industry, the textile is produced lot of wastage and water wastage, which is impossible to reduce. In future, the amount is increased and will increase. We are pressured from these wastes by environmental regulatory authority. So we should use different influent treatment plan to reduce this problem. Low cost leadership, they are also a very important challenge for apparel industry. Everyone try to get solution in low cost. If we are ever enough take right decision, then we are able to obtain low cost leadership in the industry. The third question is why apparel industry has more possibility to survive in Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, we can see the different sector in textile. The sector is spinning sector, manufacturing, dyeing sector, and apparel sector. In these sectors, now we can discuss why apparel industry can survive in our country for long last. We discuss why spinning sector is not suitable. We know in our country there is huge lack of raw material. We know the value of cotton is increased day by day. So this is impossible to continue of spinning industry in future for our country. For fabric manufacturing, here also we can found the same some problem, which is main reason, which is made it non-lasting industry. High costly machineries, lack of man-made fiber, lack of man-made fiber, lack of big investor, low backward linkage, and wastage will make hamper in this sector to be a long-lasting industry. Then we discuss why dyeing sector won't survive. Yeah, the main reason of not to be a long-lasting sector is environment pollution. In dyeing sector, we are use lot of chemical dyeing and solvent, which is very difficult to reuse. Almost of the water wastage of industry is very much. It takes on almost 10,000 liters of water to cultivate just 1 kilogram of raw cotton. That huge. For this sector, textile is the second populated sector in the world. So this sector is not suitable for our country because we don't use influence system also for a higher cost. Then we can discuss about why apparel industry can survive in our country. Apparel industry is very effective and efficiency for our country. For this section, we can earn lot of foreign money. Now most of the factories move in cut and make. The main reason is there is low wastage and the waste is reusable. The waste is not unhygienic, low cost manufacturing flexibility, lower lead times, high productivity, high benefit, high demand, low cost machineries, especially for need. Also is a big matter of long lasting sector, big matter to be a long lasting sector of in Bangladesh. The fourth question is, what is GSP and why and when GSP system is cancelled in Bangladesh? What problem was faced after cancelled GSP? Firstly, we need to know what is GSP. GSP full form is Generalized System of Preference, is a unique tariff system extended to developing countries by developed countries. The developing countries are also known as the beneficiary countries or preference receiving countries. On 24th April 2013, a garment industry of Dhaka was collapsed, a structure failure, which name was Rana Plaza. The collapse of the Plaza factory Bangladesh comes in focus in the World Report. After that collapse, USA think that here we do not give a labor right properly because of low labor right. In June 27 of 2013, the GSP system is was cancelled in Bangladesh. They think that in our country the labor do not get their right, which is mandatory. They also do not know about their right. For this reason, USA cancelled for our country. After cancelling the GSP facility, Bangladesh faced many problems in business area, which was very unpredictable and pathetic. Now we discuss about it. The main problem which was faced after cancelling GSP program is decrease of RMG growth. It had huge impact on RMG growth. We know USA is the big importer of our RMG sector, but after cancelling the GSP, 14 million US dollar was decreased of export value suddenly. It was almost 1% of the total RMG export. After GSP cut, EU also threatened us to remove the preferential access of Bangladesh RMG product. They give us last warning and ruled out to give minimum right to labor. As a result, some textile industry was falling pressure suddenly. Some export industry falling loss, which main dealer was USA. Cut off GSP damaged our country reputation in the world market. They think we do not give labor right properly. As a result, bring foreign expert and get ordered from others country was difficult for us. We know GSP promote economic growth and development in the developing world. After cancelling the GSP program, the promotion level of our product is developed world is decreased. As a result, they cannot know about our product. We also do not get additional benefit from products from developed country. And this is a huge problem for us. The last question is, how many tragedy we see or we saw in apparel industry? We saw a lot of tragedy in textile apparel industry. Firstly, we need to know what is tragedy. Tragedy means unexpected danger or unexpected in story. In this industry, we can find lot of tragedy. Because of unawareness, this danger is come. The most pathetic tragedies are Tajrin and Rana Plaza tragedy. Firstly, we discussed about Tajrin garments tragedy. It is tragedy of fire. The 2012 Dhaka garments factory fire broke out on 24 November 2012 in the Tajrin fashion factory in Australia. At least 117 people were confirmed dead in the fire and over 200 were injured. The fire was initially presumed to be caused by an electrical short circuit. After this tragedy, we can see the fault of owners. Now we can talk about the disaster of Rana Plaza, which is big. On 24 April 2013, the collapse of Rana Plaza building in Dhaka for fault of body structure. In this tragedy, at least 1,132 people are dead and injured more than 2,500 people. It was held 5 months later of Tajin garment tragedy. This is the worst industrial accident in country record. This incident awakened the world to poor labor conditions faced by workers in the Bangladesh garment sector. Most of the owners do not meet standards required by building and construction legislation. As a result, deaths from fire incidents and collapse are frequent. So, factory owners should aware of this. We know after this incident, GSP program is cancelled because in the modern world, labor right is very important. We also should aware of this labor right. Here we can see the reference. Thank you very much.